Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. With SummerSlam just around the corner, Rhea Ripley will be in high spirits. Despite a few loose ends, the Judgment Day is thriving. She has a shot at the Women's World Championship, and both she and Dominik Mysterio are on the same page. That being said, Mommy may want to be a bit wary about that last point. Many believe that Dirty Dom might be preparing to betray Ripley at the biggest party of the summer, but could she in turn outsmart him? Whether or not the fans like it, it seems almost certain that Dominik Mysterio would betray Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. WWE has set the scene for this to play out, with Dirty Dom potentially costing Mommy the title and shifting his allegiances to Liv Morgan. A smart plan, but one that Ripley could easily outsmart, and all she has to do is look for the cue. Before the match, Rhea Ripley could make it clear to Dominik Mysterio that he should not interfere. She could strongly warn him against coming out during the match, informing him that there would be consequences if he did. Dirty Dom, being the traitor in that scenario, would defy these orders and pretend to come to Ripley's aid. He wouldn't know that this was all she needed to know that he was compromised, giving her the edge. If Dominik made his presence felt ringside, Rhea would know something was wrong. In other words, she would know that he was about to betray her for Liv Morgan. But this is all just speculation, and the WWE Universe will just have to wait and see what goes down at SummerSlam. Rhea Ripley recently clarified the status of her relationship with Dominik Mysterio, while the rumor mill might be going crazy with the idea of Dominik Mysterio betraying Rhea Ripley. The mood is a little different within the Judgment Day. As mentioned earlier, both Mysterio and Ripley are back on good terms, and the latter recently took some time to acknowledge that. Taking to Instagram, Mommy clarified the status of their relationship. Reacting to a drawing of her ignoring Dirty Dom, Ripley shared a story stating that everything is okay between them now. To use her exact words, she claimed that they were all smiles. If Dominik had any lingering doubts about Mommy's opinion of him now, that story surely cleared things up. Then again, everything might seem rosy right now, but could take a turn for the worse at SummerSlam. One thing is for sure, this love triangle between Ripley, Mysterio, and Morgan is still something to worry about. The stage was set at the grandest event of the summer, WWE SummerSlam. The atmosphere in the stadium was electric, with fans eagerly awaiting one of the most anticipated matches of the night, Rhea Ripley versus Dominik Mysterio. Both competitors had been embroiled in a fierce rivalry, their animosity culminating in this high-stakes encounter. As the lights dimmed and the thunderous roars of the crowd echoed through the arena, Rhea Ripley's entrance music blared through the speakers. The Nightmare emerged from the backstage area, her intense gaze fixed on the ring. She exuded confidence, her muscular frame and signature Gothic attire making her a formidable presence. Ripley had been a dominant force in the women's division, but tonight she was stepping into the ring against a male competitor, determined to prove her mettle. Moments later, Dominik Mysterio's music hit, and the young Mysterio made his way to the ring. Though relatively new to the WWE scene, Dominik had quickly made a name for himself, both through his talent and his familial legacy. He was the son of Rey Mysterio, a legend in the wrestling world, and carried the weight of his father's legacy on his shoulders. The crowd's reaction was mixed, with some fans cheering for the underdog and others siding with Ripley. The bell rang, and the match began. Ripley and Dominik circled each other, each looking for an opening. Dominik, known for his high-flying moves and agility, tried to use his speed to his advantage. He darted around the ring, attempting to wear Ripley down. However, Ripley, a master of psychological warfare, had anticipated his strategy. She remained calm and calculated, waiting for the right moment to strike. Dominik launched himself off the ropes, aiming for a crossbody, but Ripley caught him mid-air, showcasing her incredible strength. She slammed him down with authority, sending a clear message that she would not be easily outmatched. Ripley followed up with a series of powerful strikes and suplexes, dominating the early minutes of the match. Dominik struggled to keep up, but his resilience and determination kept him in the fight. As the match progressed, Ripley's experience and ring awareness became evident. She expertly countered Dominik's attempts at offense, using her technical prowess to keep him on the defensive. However, Dominik managed to rally, using his quick reflexes to dodge Ripley's attacks and land some of his own. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, witnessing a true battle of wills. In a pivotal moment, Dominik executed a Hurricane Rana, sending Ripley crashing into the turnbuckle. Seizing the opportunity, he climbed to the top rope, preparing for a high-risk maneuver. But Ripley, ever the strategist, quickly recovered. She rushed to the corner, delivering a devastating forearm to Dominik, causing him to lose his balance and fall to the mat. Ripley then ascended the turnbuckle herself, her eyes gleaming with determination. With the crowd holding their breath, Ripley launched herself off the top rope, executing a flawless diving elbow drop. She landed with precision, driving the air out of Dominik's lungs. The impact left him writhing in pain, but Ripley wasn't finished yet. She pulled Dominik to his feet, setting him up for her finishing move, the Riptide. However, Dominik, in a desperate bid to survive, managed to counter the maneuver, turning it into a DDT. Both competitors lay on the mat, exhausted and battered. The referee began the count, and the crowd erupted into chants, urging their favorite to get up. Ripley was the first to her feet, her determination unwavering. She grabbed Dominik and hoisted him up, ready to deliver the final blow. But in a surprising twist, Dominik, using his last reserves of energy, rolled Ripley up in a small package pin. The referee dropped to the mat and began the count. 1, 2. Ripley kicked out at the last possible moment, the crowd erupting in cheers and gasps. Dominik couldn't believe it, he had come so close to victory. But Ripley, fueled by her indomitable spirit, was not about to let this opportunity slip away. She got to her feet and stared down Dominik, a fierce determination in her eyes. In a brilliant display of ring awareness and cunning, Ripley feigned an injury, causing the referee to momentarily check on her. Seizing the distraction, she reached into her boot and pulled out a hidden pair of brass knuckles. The crowd gasped in shock as Ripley, with lightning speed, struck Dominik in the jaw, the referee oblivious to the underhanded tactic. Dominik fell to the mat, dazed and unable to continue. Ripley quickly disposed of the brass knuckles, tossing them out of the ring before the referee could notice. She then covered Dominik, hooking his leg for the pin. The referee counted, and this time, there was no escape. 1, 2, 3. The bell rang, and Rhea Ripley was declared the winner. The crowd's reaction was mixed, with some booing her for her deceitful tactics, while others cheered her for her sheer brilliance and determination. Ripley stood tall in the ring, her arm raised in victory, a triumphant smile on her face. She had outsmarted Dominik Mysterio, proving that she was not only a powerhouse but also a master tactician. As Ripley made her way up the ramp, the commentators marveled at her cunning and resourcefulness. Dominik, still recovering in the ring, looked on with a mixture of frustration and respect. He had given it his all, but tonight, Ripley had been the smarter competitor. SummerSlam would be remembered as the night Rhea Ripley outsmarted Dominik Mysterio, solidifying her status as one of the most formidable and intelligent wrestlers in WWE.